Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our valued investors, welcome to Animoca Investor Day in the vibrant city of Sydney. And we're delighted to have you to join us on our Investor Day to discuss our journey, talk about our achievements and the exciting future that lies ahead for Animoca. It's my very privilege and pleasure to introduce Yat to the stage.
All right, thank you so much. So let me first, I'll start off basically with just an announcement. So we're very proud to announce that Mocaverse, which is basically our identity solution and basically our DAO of DAO system, which is a way in which we can create governance through the community for everything that we've invested in. All the economic benefits still belong to the company, but Mocaverse is a way in which we can decentralize the governance in the community to the rest of the Web3 ecosystem, led by CMCC Global. They see us very much as an L2 for culture. Of course, our friends like Kingsway, GameFi, LCV, our Australian friends like 708 and Coda Capital, and a whole bunch of other people have participated. This is one of our next key projects.
Thanks. I'm Alan Lau, the Chief Business Officer at Animoca. Kenneth Shett is the Head of Projects at Animoca. So together with Kenneth, the project of Mocaverse came about early part of this year. And that really was the beginning of Mocaverse. The ethos is very much about using NFT and that community that we build to bring the ecosystem together.
We have launched something called the Social Hub. It's actually come together and then work together. What the community has been advocating is loving, is collaborative, and being supportive to everyone. And more importantly, is impactful.
The first time you guys are meeting me today, and parts of your team are new, right? They've been here in the past 18 months. There's a purpose in what you do, right? And the purpose of this innovation of Web3 is that it has to be for humanity, right, ultimately.
Hi, everybody. Great to meet you. So I'm Jared. I'm the CFO of Animoca. I'm very happy to join Animoca, which truly is a Web3 native company and is propagating this sector more holistically with broader scope than anyone else.
It's great to meet everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Min. I'm the COO at Animoca. Probably in 20, 30 years time, my kids are going to look at banks the way people today look at floppy disks.
I wanted to get your sense for how you think about liquid strategies versus illiquid strategies. And Simon, if you wanted to layer in from just an investor perspective in Animoca's projects.
We spoke about earlier with the Web3 services business. I guess if you look at that Goldman Sachs analogy, I guess I'm the ECM portion of that. So we launch a lot of projects, whether it's our own, Mocaverse or TinyTap, EDU, or from partners with Yuga Labs, etc., ApeCoin, where we'll syndicate out those deals to the market, to investors like sitting up here today, and bring in other ecosystem partners, whether it's chains like Polygon or other players to support those initiatives and have a more direct ownership layer across individual projects that we do.
I think it's interesting for the room, hopefully can connect this a little bit about in organisations like the AFL, which are like many others, particularly in the entertainment space, because of how these Web2 monopolies have formed over the years, haven't had a lot of first-party data on their fans.
And that will become readable by all global organizations.
Brought it to that really next wave of adoption.
Oh, no, I completely agree. I think that an interesting thing as well is as more of these people have entered the space, the value that people can get for flexing with their items has grown a lot as well.
People basically it's a status really, and it means something. We were a very different company 4 years ago. Much smaller, scope was much smaller, industry was much smaller, everything. Well,
As we move forward, we're putting the infrastructure in place to make that a more robust reporting process.
Yeah, there is about 50 other questions that I would love to ask you, but we're running short on time. So I firstly want to say thank you to the Australian investors for joining us today. And thank you, Yat, for your time.
thank you everyone for your time.